Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Just packing up camp, getting ready to head out. Not much to say this morning. We're just going to keep walking south and see what's there. In about 15 miles, 14 and a half, there's a fire tower on top of a mountain, so I hope to at least get there today, check that out. And other than that, I guess we'll just have to see what the day brings. This is the top of Mount Cube, North Peak. I think that's Mount Musalaki there in the middle of the screen. Well, actually I'm not at the top of the North Peak. I think the top's right there, but where I'm sitting was a great place to take some lunch. Let me take some time to share a quick story I heard recently that shares a lesson that I probably could have used earlier in my life. The story goes that the Buddha arrives at a village and is giving a speech. And someone at the back of the audience begins to heckle him. And the Buddha ignores him and continues with his speech, and this makes the man angry. And he begins to heckle the Buddha even more and say mean and disparaging things. But the Buddha continues to ignore the man, which makes the man angrier, and on and on. Then at the end of the Buddha's speech, the man comes up to the Buddha and says, "Buddha, I've said all these mean and hateful things at you, and yet you ignored me. How did you do that? How could you do that?" And the Buddha says, "Well, before I answer your question, let me ask you a question." And he says, "Suppose a man has a gift, a man acquires a gift, and he wishes to give this gift to another man. And say that that other man refuses the gift and does not accept it. To whom does the gift belong?" the Buddha asked. Well, the man thought about it. He says, "Well, if I'm giving a gift to someone and they don't accept it, then the gift is mine. I get to keep the gift." So the Buddha responded to him, "I simply did not accept your gift of anger." And I think that's pretty profound, that when people do mean things to us, say mean things, are unkind to us, we don't have to accept that gift. We don't have to be angry with them and obsessed about it and worry about it and have it on our mind. We can simply refuse that gift and continue to live in peace and be happy within ourselves. That's my story. The other side of Mount Cube. So the pointy peaks are the Killingtons, which I'll be heading to soon, about 70 miles away. More ferns! Hooray! On the map, this is called Eastman Ledges. So this is the view from the fire tower on top of Smarts Mountain. Whoa. Some weird noise coming from the wind, I guess. I'm not sure why it's so hazy outside. There's definitely a big haze. But pretty cool. Well, youngest son of mine, if you hop over that mud pit, you can get to my campsite for the evening. This is actually an official campground, so I'm not stealthing. And it is very close to the fire tower, so I'm going to head up to the fire tower a little later, see if I can catch a sunset. Well, everyone, we tried to get the sunset. It was not the best. It was okay, I guess. Hey, today was alright. I was expecting a pretty boring day. It turned out to be much cooler than I thought. Some great views. At any rate, it's late. I'm going to bed. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.